Ever thought about how you'd fare if the world as we know it took a sudden turn? And does that thought make you want to start prepping, only to be stopped by the fear of how much it might cost? Welcome to the world of smart prepping, a realm where foresight meets frugality. It's a common misconception that prepping is an expensive venture, reserved for those with deep pockets and vast vaults. However, I'm here to dispel that myth and show you how to prepare for potential emergencies without breaking the bank. Think of it this way, prepping is not about building an underground bunker or stockpiling a decade's worth of food overnight. It's about taking small strategic steps towards self-sufficiency and resilience. It's about ensuring you have the essentials to sustain yourself and your loved ones during unexpected circumstances. The aim of this video is to guide you through this process with a budget of just $1,000. Yes, you heard it right, just $1,000. We're going to focus on the basics: food, water, and reliable methods to cook your meals. Each of these elements is crucial for survival during emergencies, and we're going to navigate through them smartly and economically. We'll discuss shelf-stable food items that not only have a long shelf life, but also offer versatility in meal preparation. We'll delve into practical solutions for water storage and purification, ensuring you have access to clean water for drinking, cooking, and hygiene, even in the most dire circumstances. And we'll explore cost-effective cooking equipment that will allow you to prepare meals efficiently, whether we're talking short-term disruptions or long-term off-grid living. By the end of this journey, you'll have a solid foundation to start your prepping journey, armed with the knowledge to make wise and informed decisions. So, are you ready to become a smart prepper without breaking the bank? Let's dive into the details. First things first, food. We all need it, and in an emergency, it becomes even more crucial. When it comes to prepping, the key is to focus on the essentials, and nothing is more essential than food. But not just any food. We're talking about shelf-stable food items, the kind that can sit in your pantry for years and still be good to eat. These are the real MVPs in a survival situation. Let's think about what makes a food item perfect for prepping. First and foremost, it needs to have a long shelf life. Canned goods, for instance, can last for up to 5 years, sometimes even longer. They're also incredibly versatile. A can of beans, for example, can be used in a chili, a soup, or even eaten straight out of the can if the situation calls for it. Other shelf-stable items include dried pasta, rice, and lentils, all of which can be used in a variety of meals and have a shelf life of several years. But it's not just about longevity and versatility. Nutrition is crucial too. In a survival situation, you want your meals to pack a punch. So consider foods that are high in protein, like canned tuna or chicken, and foods rich in nutrients like canned fruits and vegetables. And don't forget about comfort foods. In an emergency, a little bit of normalcy can go a long way. So, if you're a fan of peanut butter, throw a jar or two into your prepping stash. It's high in protein, has a long shelf life, and can provide a sense of comfort in an abnormal situation. As for the cost, it all depends on where you shop and what you buy. But on average, you can expect to spend a few $100s to stock up on a variety of shelf-stable food items. Remember, the goal is to have enough food to keep you going, but also to keep your meals as normal as possible in an abnormal situation. Water, it's life itself, but in a crisis, clean water might not be so easy to come by. Now, just imagine for a moment a scenario where your faucets run dry, or perhaps the water that's coming out is murky and contaminated. Not exactly the stuff you'd want to drink, cook with, or bathe in, right? That's where preparation comes into play. Having a reliable water supply is absolutely critical. The human body can survive for weeks without food, but only a few days without water. So how can you ensure you'll have access to clean water when you need it most? Enter Aquitainers. These sturdy, collapsible water containers are a practical solution for water storage. Each Aquitainer holds up to 5 gallons of water, which is just about the daily recommended amount for a family of 4. And the best part? They're reusable and easy to store. Just fill them up, stow them away, and you've got yourself a lifesaver for when the going gets tough. But what if the water you've stored isn't entirely safe to drink? Or what if you've run out of stored water and need to use what's available, like rainwater or water from a nearby stream? That's where water purification comes in. A gravity filter setup is a cost-effective method to purify water. It works by using the natural force of gravity to pull water through a ceramic or charcoal filter, removing harmful bacteria and other contaminants. No electricity needed, no complicated mechanics, and it's not just for emergencies. You can use it daily to ensure you're drinking clean, purified water. Remember, in a crisis, access to clean water is not a luxury, it's a necessity. By investing in aquitainers for storage and a gravity filter setup for purification, you're taking significant steps to secure this necessity. With these in place, you're ensuring access to clean drinking water, no matter the circumstances. Having food and water is great, but what about preparing that food? That's where cooking essentials come in. Emergency situations can often leave us without the conveniences of our modern kitchens. But with a little advanced planning, we can ensure we have the tools to prepare our meals, even when the power is out and the gas lines are cut. Let's delve into some cooking essentials for both short-term and long-term scenarios. Butane stoves are a popular choice for many. They're compact, easy to use, and reasonably priced. For around $30 to $50, you can get a portable butane stove that's perfect for indoor use. They're also pretty fuel efficient. A single canister of butane, which usually costs less than $5, can provide around 2 hours of cooking time. But what if the emergency situation lasts longer? That's where rocket stoves come in. These stoves are designed for efficiency and can burn a variety of biofuels: twigs, leaves, pine cones, you name it. With a rocket stove, you're not relying on a finite supply of fuel canisters. Instead, you're using what nature provides, making it a more sustainable option for long-term scenarios. Rocket stoves come in a range of prices, from affordable DIY models to high-end, ready-made versions. The cost can range anywhere from $20 to over $100. They're a bit more of an investment, but their versatility and sustainability make them a worthwhile addition to your prepper toolkit. In terms of efficiency, both butane and rocket stoves offer a lot of bang for your buck. Butane stoves offer quick and convenient cooking, while rocket stoves provide a more sustainable long-term solution. With both in your arsenal, you'll be well equipped to handle a variety of emergency situations. But remember, the goal here isn't just about survival. It's about ensuring some level of comfort during challenging times. Because when everything else is uncertain, being able to sit down to a hot, home-cooked meal can provide a much-needed sense of normalcy. Remember, the goal is not just survival but also comfort during challenging times. So we've covered food, water, and cooking essentials. But what does this mean for your wallet? Let's take a step back and look at the big picture. We've talked about essential items that you need as a new prepper to sustain yourself during emergencies while staying at home. Now let's talk numbers. We kicked off with food essentials, focusing on shelf-stable items chosen for their long shelf life and versatility in meal preparation. We're talking about items that provide nutrition and energy for an extended period. The cost of these items can vary greatly depending on your personal preferences and dietary needs. But with a little bit of smart shopping, you can expect to spend around $300. Next, we discussed water storage and purification. Aquitainers are a practical solution for storing water, providing enough supply for drinking, cooking, and hygiene needs. Couple that with a gravity filter setup to purify your water, and you're looking at an investment of roughly $250. Then we moved on to cooking essentials. We highlighted the need for reliable and efficient methods to prepare meals during emergencies. A combination of butane and rocket stoves can cover both short-term and long-term scenarios. Again, the cost can vary, but budget around $250 for this category as well. So, when you add it all up, we're looking at a total of around $800. You see, it is indeed possible to start prepping on a budget of $1,000. This leaves you with a $200 buffer for additional items, or to tailor your prepping essentials to your specific needs. Now you're equipped with the knowledge to start prepping wisely. Remember, the key is to prioritize and spend smartly. So, are you ready to become a smart prepper? Share your thoughts and tips in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful content.